Hello and welcome back to another vlog. This week will be a studio vlog and it's a bit of a week in the life of what I kind of get up to. So the first job that I had to do was pack a load of orders. I'm currently running a sale on my sticker sheets, so that has increased some traffic onto my Etsy shop at the moment, so I had quite a few come in over the weekend. When I've got quite a few orders to pack, the first thing I do is I pile all the items up with their little thank you cards so I can see where the break in between orders is, and then I just pile them up so that I can make sure that I've got all the stock ready, because what I'll do is any stock that I need to make, I'll make that first and then pack the rest of the orders. This week I actually don't think I had to make any stock because it was all actually made up, which was a nice surprise. I also had a couple of quite big orders. So one of them is a magnetic planner, sticker sheet, and like 6 coasters. I've never had someone purchase like this many coasters before, so that was a really nice surprise. I also have a pot of free stickers that I use at markets and conventions. They're used for when people purchase a set value of items, so I grabbed them out of my market stock so that I could pop in some stickers with some of these orders because they are higher value, so I just like to add a little thank you basically with them. I'm also just using these offcuts of laminate just to seal up the parcels. They're offcuts from when I'm making sticker packs and stuff like that, and instead of just throwing them away, I like to use them to seal the tissue paper. And then also while I was packing my orders, I had one more order come in. It was for a magnetic planner, so I thought I'd just pack that up at the same time so that I could post them all together. I had to stretch up some watercolour paper. I'm going to be starting on a watercolour commission. I had planned to do it in this week in the life, however, I'm currently recording this after I've been to my next convention and I have still not started on it. It is on my list to do tomorrow though, but here I'm just stretching it up. I use a board that is a tiny bit bigger than A3, and obviously you can see it's got rounded corners, so I just trim off the corners of the paper just so that there's more surface area for the tape to adhere to, and then I go and soak the paper in water. It's normally about 5 minutes that I soak it for, but sometimes less. There's not a strict time that I have set on it, and then normally I would stretch this all in the bathroom, but I thought I'd show it on camera, so I brought a jug in so that I could wet the gum strip here. I always make sure that I'm careful with not squeegeeing the gum strip over the paper because you don't want any residue of the glue being left on the paper because that will leave a mark when it dries. I just pat it off to remove the excess water with a clean towel, and I use my fingernail just to properly push that gum strip down onto the board, and then I go and lay it down on a flat surface to fully dry. Once I have stretched up the paper, I had a load of mystery bundles that I wanted to make up because the next show I'm going to is a Dino Tattoo Con, so I wanted to make up a load of dinosaur mystery bundles as I didn't actually have many left. This is me just sort of sorting them out. You can see the little piles of items that I've got going on. All my mystery bundles are either £5, £8 or £16, and then the value of them will be higher, so the £5 one will have a minimum of £7 value, £8 will have £10, and £16 will have £20. I then also try and have a bit of a mix of items in there, so the last one had a mini notepad, a sun catcher and some other bits. This one's got a larger sun catcher, pen, a sticky note, and 1 or 2 stickers. So some items are B grades, like the sticky notes and pens. The sun catcher was also a slight B grade, but you couldn't really notice. It was just the backing had come off a tiny bit. And yeah, I just kind of mix and match a few items in there. This is much later in the day, and I had a load of sun catchers that I wanted to make up because I don't know how this DinoCon was going to go, so I thought I'd just make up loads, and then I've got them for the next couple of conventions that I'm also going to. So the first thing I needed to do was check out which mat to use because some of them are not very sticky anymore, so that's why I was patting them just to work out which ones are sticky and which ones aren't. Because some of these sheets take quite a while to cut, I tend to try and do some other jobs in the meantime whilst they're cutting. So the first thing was just to cut up the whole sheet of black vinyl into 30cm squares so that they're ready to go. The next thing I wanted to do was just grab out some key rings and pins and magnets that I need for stock for the convention. And then lastly, I just get the next sheet ready to go into the cutter for the next design. So now I'm on to the first sheet that's cut. I can actually start weeding this one while the next one's cutting. So the first design that I cut out was the bee design. This is a little cat dressed up in a bee costume. I think it's very cute and it's part of my cottagecore collection, and I just thought it worked really well as a suncatcher. And honestly, I wish it only took me this long to weed out this design because this is one of my more intricate designs that I've made, but I loved it so much I was like, I need to make it anyway. So once that's all weeded, I remove it from the mat and then I just cut out each of them individually. Now today, because I had so many suncatchers that I wanted to make, I was cutting all the black vinyl first. Whilst the next sheet is actually cutting, I decided to just finish off the new Highland cow. So I did love the old Highland cow where it was just a head and shoulders. However, I just thought it wasn't really in my style anymore. So I just wanted to update it. So I've made like a squishy Highland cow now. So I also just thought I'd show you how I kind of make the cut lines for them and then size them into Cricut. I am thinking that I may do like a in-depth tutorial of how I do this because it's similar to my sticker sheets as well. So if you're interested in that, how I make my suncatchers or sticker sheets, then just let me know in the comments below. And also I did have my supervisor come and pay me a visit on my desk. So now I'm moving on to cutting out some of the rainbow material. Also, the good thing about having my monitors on arms is that I can just sort of swing the left one out the way a bit when I'm using my cutting machine. The bad thing is that they're on arms, so they're wobbly. So as you can see, when I'm scraping the vinyl, my monitors start wobbling a little bit. This is in the afternoon and I have a few orders to pack up. I am heading out the next day, so I thought I'd pack them up this afternoon and then I'll post them the next day. So it was just a few more magnetic planners and then a set of all 3 cats and catchers. And then in the evening, after I packed my orders, my cats really wanted to play, and we have this new feather on a stick, and it has a little bell, and Blue is absolutely obsessed with it.
You can't take it. You take your prey. You trying to take your prey? Can I have it back?
So I thought I would actually introduce this vlog now. I am actually going to be heading to Okupoku's. We're going to do like a co-working day together. We normally have lunch at hers and then we'll pop over to like the Starbucks to have a coffee and work there, just to have a different scene. So I thought this week's vlog could be a bit more of a week in the life because I haven't got a market on this weekend, so it's a bit more like a real week in the life of what I actually get up to. So Monday I didn't film anything, I didn't work or anything because basically I did Hampshire Pet Fair on the weekend. So because I was working the whole of the weekend, I then had Monday off to just lounge because I deserved it. By the time you're seeing this vlog, I will have already uploaded my Hampshire Pet Fair vlog, but I haven't actually finished it yet, so I will be filming that and like showing how I edit my vlog in this video. So basically Monday I didn't work, Tuesday I didn't film anything because it was an admin day. I was going through finances, working out what stock I needed to order and that sort of thing. So then this vlog kind of starts from Wednesday and then I'll film it through to Wednesday next week. Next weekend I am actually going to Dino Tattoo Con up in Rotherham Magna Science Park. Next week will be a bit more of like getting stuff ready. I have done some stock making already, which you will have seen in the previous clip. I've still got a few bits to do, although I don't actually have that much stock because last weekend, as you would have seen, didn't go that well, so I've still got quite a lot of stock left over, so I don't actually have to make too much, but there's a few bits that I need to make. So I need to stop yapping because Oku was expecting me now and it takes 10 minutes to drive to us. So I will catch you in the next clip. So I thought I'd just do a little bit of a check-in. I am about to film the outro for my Hampshire Pet Fair vlog, hence sitting on the sofa again. I normally sit here just because it's a neutral background and then I'm not disturbing my partner in the office while I talk. I did the co-working day with Okuboku, although not a lot of work actually got done because I just really wasn't in the mood to do drawing today. I kind of thought that would happen because it's just so hot. I've kind of this week had a bit of an off week with actually doing work. So when I got in from Oku's, I had my dinner and then I just finished off making some more sun catchers. I'm thinking tonight I'll probably just pack some of them up. Tomorrow me and my partner are heading to Costco because he's now got a Costco card from his work, so we're gonna go stock our freezer up. I am gonna now film the outro for the video and I will catch you in a bit. So as I need to pack up obviously all the sun catchers I've made, I decided to score and fold all of the packaging that I've got. So I get these printed by a company and then I fold and pack them into the cello sleeves. I just find this saves me a lot of time, but because I had quite a lot of sun catchers, I just decided to fold all of them up and get them all ready. They do take up a little bit more room once they're in the bags, but it saves me a hell of a lot of time. So once I got home from Costco, I had to make some more hanging tabs for the sun catchers. So I make these myself. I just use white card because I've got loads of it, and I have a little design that I made, and then I just get my Cricut to cut them all out so that all the holes are in the same place. I used to make them by hand, but I find it quite annoying because the holes with the hole punch never end up being in the exact same place, so it just makes it take more time when you're hanging them at markets and things like that. But once I've cut them out, I peel them off the mat and then I just use my squeegee to just scrape the little dots off. I use these hanging tabs for both at markets and for shops, so when I make them I tend to make a couple sheets at the time just so I have a lot of made up so that I don't have to stop and make more in between. I can't remember what it is that I'm cutting out at this point, but you can see my camera is actually shaking a little bit and so is my monitor because my Cricut is going. Past me is going to do a lovely job of showing you them stuck on the back. So you can see I've got text at the top of the packet and I just use that text to line up these tabs so that when they're hung up, they're all hung up in approximately the same place. And then I just need to count up the stock that I've actually made and then add that into my spreadsheet. And then again, I just use these Polly Pocket things from Files just to store them in for markets, just because then they can squish a bit easier into my suitcase and I can fit them in between boxes. Next thing is to go through the charms that I sorted a couple days prior and actually add them into my stock for markets, and also just repackage a few of them and add the magnets onto the back of the magnet charms. So this one here is my original sticker sheet media, and then this is the new one that I'm trialing. First thing I noticed is that it seems to leave this like dusty residue when cutting, and it's struggling a little bit on some of these corners compared to this one. So I'm trialing a different cutting setting this time. So I've also stuck them in my sticker book. So this is the original one, this is the new one here. I find, I can actually show you on this one down here, if you rub the sticker a bit, it can sometimes curl up like this a little bit, which is not ideal, but the print quality and everything I really liked. But this one, I've tested it and it doesn't do the same thing. So I'm hoping you can get the cutting setting right on that one, and then I will transfer to that one. I guess while it's also out, I'll show you my little sticker book. This one's from Okuboku. I am thinking of releasing my own ones at some point, so we will see. But these are just a collection of different stickers from different people. Some are from my ones. That one's Oku. Cinderace, and that sort of thing. So I've got an orange page, blues, pinks, dark themed, purples, greens. I want to fill this out more. These ones are all from Mandolin Nicole, but I did an art trade with. I love her art style. And then this one I'm slowly filling out. Some dinosaurs. I love this spread. This is the reddy orange spread. Then we've got pastel floral, and then sort of creamy colours. I'm not sure what this page is going to be yet, or this one really. I'm thinking purples, and then this is like oranges, and then this was just some B grade stickers that I had. So yeah, that's my sticker book. Hello, so I thought I would do another quick check-in today. It's currently Sunday. We did our big Costco shop yesterday, and I also packed up the rest of the sun catchers and everything. I'm hoping you can actually hear me because we've currently got the aircon on. It was cooler today because there was a big downpour, but it suddenly got really hot again, so we've put the aircon on. So here I'm just going through finding out some more stickers for the mystery bundles, because basically I found a load of cat stuff that I can make up more cat bundles. I don't normally make up this many at a time, but I'd rather have them packaged up than the bits lying around, so I thought I may as well just do that. And you will have seen I was like playing around with sticker paper and stuff. I'm still not happy with the type that I've currently got, so I have ordered some other brand that someone else has suggested just to see if they're any better. Basically at the moment I've reduced my sticker sheet pricing down because I just put them on sale because I've got so much. I've currently got like all this made up of my old material. I also included some in the mystery bundles as well, just to increase the value of the bundles, because there's nothing wrong with the sticker sheets, it's just that I'm not 100% happy with the material that they're currently on. But I'm thinking that I'll probably be changing to a vinyl rather than a sticker paper, just because I think the longevity of them is going to be better. It does cost more, but I think in the long run it'll probably be better. Obviously it's not as great for the environment, but I also only make small batches of stickers anyway, so at the end of the day I'm not as bad as the big corporations. So you've just got to put things into perspective a little bit sometimes. And I always try my best with all my packaging and everything. Like all my pouches are all biodegradable, and they're made of like potato starch, so I try my best where I can. So yeah, that's how my day is looking. At some point I do need to start on a cat portrait commission, because I've stretched up the paper and I have not yet started on it. They are someone that has ordered a portrait from me before, so I'm doing another cat of theirs. So I'm very happy about that and I'm very excited to do it. It's just I've not really been in the mood to actually sit down and paint. So I thought as long as the paper is stretched up, then I can do it when the mood strikes, because I've just got to get it done by the end of the month, so I haven't really got a really tight time scale to do it. But I am thinking it'll probably be started on this week. I just want to get a few more bits done for the Dino Tattoo Con. I'm only going to have like 4 days left to get ready, so we're in the last week of getting ready. I don't have too much to do, it's just like little things like the last few magnets attaching, repacking the bags, etc. And I would just rather get that all done sooner rather than later. But I'm going to have to wait for the new sticker paper to come tomorrow, then I can try out the sticker sheets again, and then hopefully they will be okay, but I will show you the progress that I make on them. So here I'm just showing you a snippet of how I organise my sticker sheets. You can see I don't like to waste any space on the sheet. I mean, if I'm making a sticker sheet, I may as well fit as many stickers on as possible so that the customer gets the best value for money. So here I'm just making the cut lines for them. I know a lot of people make their cut lines in Procreate. I have done this before, but personally I hate doing it in Procreate and I much prefer making them in Illustrator. It really depends on the design. Like my Anxious Cat sticker pack, I tried doing it in Illustrator and I couldn't, and I gave up with that. But every other design that I've done has been made in Illustrator, and I am planning to do a little tutorial of how to do that in the near future. So here I've just got to squidge and move them around a little bit just so they all fit on, because I don't really want to resize them. And then once that's all made, I've just got to save the files so that I can import them into Cricut. Fun fact, I used to hate editing my vlogs because I hate listening to my own voice, but now I kind of enjoy it. Not listening to my voice, but I enjoy the editing of the video. So today is Monday and I am just heading off to do a tip run because we've just accumulated a load of cardboard. Some of it's been in the garage for like ages, so we've just kind of been waiting until like we can do a full car run. So yeah, I'm just gonna go do that, and then I need to pop to Tesco, get fuel, get some food that we can get in Costco, and then I am going to be back. Hopefully my new sticker vinyl to try is going to come today. It has said that it's been dispatched, so fingers crossed. And also the new gloss laminate is going to arrive for my magnetic planners. Basically I've had a slight issue with the gloss laminate I was using. When I went to go buy some more on Amazon, it was only showing as about £20 more than what I was paying for it. I know it comes from America, but it seems like the only people that are now selling it on Amazon are direct sellers from America, which means that the price is now astronomical. So I'm trying a different supplier. I've used their matte laminate before. I like it. So I'm hoping that the gloss is going to be fine as well. I also use their like holographic laminate as well. So fingers crossed, hoping that it's going to work. I want to do a couple tests on it. I've got a couple of orders that I need to pack for magnetic planners, so I need to make them up, but I have got some of the old laminate still left, and then I'm going to do some tests with the new stuff on my own whiteboard just to make sure that it still rubs out and everything like a wipeable planner should do. And then hopefully I'll be able to get some made for this weekend, because currently I've only got one Space Dino magnetic planner left, and I would like some more for a Dino tattoo con, so I'm hoping that I can get some more made of them. So fingers crossed it works. This is the new material that I have decided to go for. It's a vinyl rather than a sticker paper, but I am very happy with how it's turned out. I had a little play around with the different colour settings. So this is a little comparison of the new and the old. The old one is the darker red-orange colour and the new one is the lighter colour. The print quality is actually just as good, if not better, on the new ones. It's just the colours come out slightly different. They are a lot thinner, which I thought was going to be a bit of an issue when they stand up, but once it's in the display it actually seems to stand up okay. This is also a little bit of a close-up of the new sticker. It's obviously a lot thinner on the page, it's smoother, it doesn't curl up at the sides. Comparing that to the old one, you can see the old one stands up off the page quite a bit more, so you can feel it more when you're like writing in your notebook if you stuck the stickers in first, but this one is obviously a lot thinner. The only downside to this new vinyl is that it obviously does leave some dust when it's cutting. However, I just use a tissue. When it's still on the mat, I just wipe off the dust and then it's fine. There is one more sticker paper that I do want to try, but this one is absolutely fine for the time being. The next job I had to do was edit a load of pictures, so I finally got around to photographing my mouse mats and desk mats, and then when I went to actually go edit them, I hated all the photos, so I had to go and retake them. So the original photos were taken on my partner's desk because I was like, I wanted like a black desk, neutral background, gamer setup kind of thing, but I think the black desk was just creating too much much contrast between the black and the bright colour of the mouse mat, I ended up taking it on my desk instead, which meant I did actually have to fully tidy my desk. But I think the pictures turned out really good. Well, they turned out as good as they could for the setup that I've got, because originally I had just the Halloween desk mat listed, and that was using like a mock-up image, which I don't really like doing, to be honest, because obviously it's not the product, but it's just me trying to show the product in the best possible way. So I now have my own pictures to use. This is now the Wednesday morning, so this is just me packing up the orders from the Monday and Tuesday, and then I will go and post them. We're just going to ignore my hair because I have just had a shower and I could not be bothered to style it. I obviously am having some issues with the laminate at the moment. I have found an alternative that I can use. It's not my favourite, but it is acceptable for the time being, and I'm just hoping that I can get some other type in the near future. My partner has looked at it and said that there's nothing wrong with it, and I'm just being really picky about it, so it could just be a me problem. So I walked over to the shop to post my letters, and it was a nice morning, so I decided to walk Jasper on the way back. So I carry him in the carrier on the way over, and then on the way back I then let him out so he can have a walk. Ready for your walk? And of course he's already tied up in his lead. There we go. Finally free. Come on. He just wants to smell the grass. I thought he was going to come, and then he just slid down again. Here he comes. Honestly, bet would be on the pigeon. Jasper's not the hunter. The pigeon is looking at you, Jasper. He knows you're there. That pigeon is tormenting him. He's not flying away, he's just running away. This is the end of the vlog, but I'm going to leave you with some clips of Jasper on his walk. The next vlog I've got coming out is the Dino Tattoo Show. There is some exciting things happening in that one. So if you're interested in watching my art journey, then drop a subscribe and keep an eye out for that next vlog. Bye for now.